Hello everyone, welcome back to CTES Tricks. In today's video, we are going to solve a problem on LL of 1 grammar. So question is E implies E plus T or T implies T star F or F implies bracket E or ID. So I will discuss the steps one by one while solving the problem. So step number 1. In the given problem, first we have to check whether there is any left recursion or left factoring. So what is left recursion? Leftmost variable or the variable in the left hand side must be equal to the leftmost variable in the right hand side. Here in the first expression we can see that E on the left side is same as leftmost variable in the right hand side, that is E. The second expression T implies T star F. Here also we can see that the leftmost variable in the right hand side, that is capital T, is same as variable in the left hand side, that is T. In third expression there is no left recursion. So we have to remove left recursion. So how to remove it? You can see that in order to happen a left recursion, suppose A implies A alpha or beta, and this is a general form. A implies A alpha or beta. Here we can see the left recursion. The variable in the left hand side is equal to the leftmost variable in the right hand side. How to remove it? It is very simple. That is A implies beta A dash. In the next step, A dash implies alpha A dash or epsilon. This is a simple step. Similarly, you have to use this for the first one, E implies E plus T or T, and for the second one, T implies T star F or F. So it becomes E implies, here you can see that in this expression, T refers to beta, E refers to A, and plus T is the alpha. This is A according to this general expression. So it becomes E implies beta A dash, that is T A dash. A means E dash. Next one, E dash implies alpha A dash, that is plus T A dash or epsilon. Similarly for T, you can write it as T implies, here beta is F, beta A dash means T dash, T dash implies star F is alpha, star F T dash or epsilon. Third expression remains as it is. So F implies bracket E or ID. Then you have to check whether there is any left factoring. You can see that there is no common factors in the right hand side. E is there but no in this side. T is there but no T here. Bracket is there but no bracket here. So there is no left factoring. No left factoring. Second step, you have to compute first and follow. First and follow. So I will break a table here. So one column for non-terminals. Next one for finding first. Second column is to find first. Third column is to find follow. So list the non-terminals here. By seeing the step 1, we can see that first one is E, next is E dash, next is T dash, F. So first we have to compute first here. So you can see that E, we have to compute first. So see where E comes in the left hand side. In first expression we can see that E implies T dash, where E comes in the left hand side. So what comes first? It is T, but T is a non-terminal, it repeats. So T implies Ft dash. Here also F is F again repeats. F implies bracket E close bracket or ID. So what is the first of F? You can see that bracket comes first also or ID. So ID also comes first. So both are included in first. That is, one is open bracket, another one is ID. Next for E dash. So you have to check where the E dash comes in the left hand side. In this expression you can see that E dash implies plus T A dash or epsilon. So plus comes here. So first of E dash is, one thing is plus, next one is epsilon. You can write epsilon directly. Epsilon comes in the right hand side, so it is the first of E dash, that is plus and epsilon. You are not going to substitute epsilon here because plus is a terminal symbol, it does not repeats again. So next one is t, first of t. Here you can see that t implies ft dash. First of t is f, you have to see the first of f. First of f is bracket open as well as id. So first of t is bracket open and id. Next, first of t dash, star comes first as well as epsilon. So star, then epsilon. Then for first of f, it's very easy, bracket open as well as id, bracket open and id. Next you have to compute follow. So here I made one mistake, e dash implies t e dash, not a dash. After finding first, we have to find follow. So first one is e, we have to find the follow of e. So to find follow, we have to see the right hand side, whether e comes in the right hand side. Here we can see that in the last expression e comes in the right hand side. For first we are checking the left hand side. To find first, we are checking the left hand side. To find follow, we are looking the right hand side. In the right hand side, in the last expression, f implies bracket e, bracket close or id, we can find e. What comes next of that becomes a follow. Here after capital E we can see bracket, that is the follow. Along with that, for starting symbol, here E is the starting symbol, dollar is the common. Dollar is always common for starting symbol, so dollar is common for follow of any starting symbol, so dollar will be there. Along with that, bracket close. And check whether E comes anywhere other than that in the right hand side. No, there is no E. Next, second non-terminal is E dash. You can see that in the first expression, that is E implies T dash, E dash comes here in the right hand side. After E dash there is no symbol, so you have to go back. So while going back, you will see that you will find E, capital E. In this case, you have to write the follow of E. What is follow of E? That we have already written, that is dollar, and another one is bracket close, dollar as well as bracket close. Then you have to check whether E dash comes anywhere. In the second expression, that is E dash implies plus T E dash or epsilon. Here also we are able to find that E dash. After E dash there is nothing, go back, you have to write the follow of E dash. Follow of E dash is already written, so nothing to write. Check whether E dash comes anywhere after that, no E dash. So end, that is dollar comma bracket close. Then follow of T. So in the first expression, E implies T dash, T comes here. After T, follow of T is E dash. So in this case, we have to write the first of E dash. If any non-terminal symbol comes after that, you have to write the first. So you have to write the first of E dash. What is first of E dash? That is plus and epsilon. So if epsilon comes, you have to substitute that. In place of E dash, you have to substitute epsilon. After substituting, you will find nothing after T. So you have to go back, you have to write the follow of E. You will find E, so you have to write the follow of E. So what is the follow of E? That is bracket close and dollar. So you have to remove this epsilon here to write bracket close as well as dollar. Next, see whether T comes anywhere. In second expression, you will find E dash implies plus T dash or epsilon. Here T comes, after T it is E dash. So what comes next of T? It is E dash, same as previous one. So we have to write the first of E dash. It is already done. So follow is plus dollar as well as bracket close. Next we have to find the follow of T dash. What is the follow of T dash? So in the right hand side, we will find that T dash comes in the third expression, that is T implies Ft dash. After T dash there is nothing, so you have to go back, you have to write the follow of T. So follow of T is already written, it is plus dollar as well as bracket close. Then check whether T dash comes anywhere after that. Here we can find that in fourth expression, T dash implies star Ft dash or epsilon, t dash comes here. After t dash there is nothing, go back, you have to write the fall of t dash. Fall of t dash is already written. So plus dollar bracket close remains as it is. Check whether t dash comes anywhere after that. No. So plus dollar bracket close will be the follow of t dash. Next, follow of f. So check in the right hand side. You can see that f comes in the third expression. After f there is non-terminal t dash. So in this case you have to write the first of t dash. So first of t dash is star, that is into, and epsilon. Since epsilon came, you have to replace that t dash with the t dash with epsilon. After replacing that, you will find that there is after f it becomes epsilon, so there will be nothing. So you have to go back, write the follow of t. What is the follow of t? That is plus dollar as well as bracket close. You have to remove this epsilon. Check whether f comes anywhere after that. T dash implies star f t dash. Here also after f there is t dash. So write the first of t dash. It is already written. So after that no t dash comes. So follow of f is star plus dollar as well as bracket close. So step number 3 is construction of predictive parsing table. So you have to make two columns. First one is non-terminal, second one is input symbols. Non-terminals are nothing but the symbols that you find in the left hand side, that is E, E dash, T, T dash and F. Then what are the input symbols? Input symbols are nothing but the terminal symbols. So in the first expression there is no terminal symbol in the right hand side. The second expression we can see plus, that is one terminal symbol, plus. Then in the third expression there is nothing. In the fourth there is star, so star. Then we have bracket open, bracket close in a fifth expression as well as id. So bracket open, bracket close, then id, then one default dollar will be always be there. So these are the terminal symbols in our expressions. So plus, star, bracket open, bracket close, id, and dollar is common for everyone. So you have to include dollar in the input symbol of every parsing table, predictive parsing table. So how to fill the entries here? You have to see the first non-terminal symbol here, E. What are the expressions of E? You can find that first expression is E implies T E dash. So you have to find the first of T E dash. So first of right hand side. First of T E dash is nothing but T. So what is the first of T? First of T is this bracket close as well as id. So it is bracket close and id. So what you have to do is you have to put E implies T dash to the table containing, I'll represent table as M, containing leftmost symbol E and bracket close as well as E and id. So you have to add this or give this entry in table containing E and bracket open, E and id. E and bracket open, E and id. Give E implies T dash. E implies T E dash. Next, all other entries will be empty itself. Next, second expression is, second non-terminal is E dash. So what are the expressions of E dash? E dash expression is plus T E dash and epsilon. So we will take one expression, that is E dash implies plus T E dash. Find first of right hand side, first of plus T E dash. First of plus T E dash is plus itself. So put E dash implies plus T E dash to column containing leftmost symbol is E dash comma plus. So E dash comma plus, you have to give this value, that is E dash implies plus T E dash. Next expression, E dash implies epsilon for E dash implies epsilon. In this case you are finding follow. For all other symbols other than epsilon you are finding first. For if you find epsilon you have to find the follow. So follow of what? Follow of left hand side. Follow of E dash. What is the follow of E dash? Follow of E dash is nothing but dollar as well as bracket close. Dollar bracket close. You have to put same thing. E dash implies epsilon to column containing E dash comma dollar and E dash comma bracket close. Dollar bracket close. E dash implies epsilon. E dash implies epsilon. Similarly fill all other values. In similar way fill all the entries of the table.